When I first started doing this, I was just putting one colour next to another colour and then merging them together. That's about as much as I could do. And then it was trying to work out how long it would last on the glass. So then I had to do it all in one go. And so now, with scratching bits through and so forth on a lightning piece, that's just changed everything. When I first started, they were one layer, and then it's moved to say 2 layers, where we'd have something that would dry in front, foreground would dry, and then I'd paint around it, still with colours next to colours. But now I've started to develop that idea even more. The layering of the painting is something that I've had where I went from 1, then I went to 2, and then it was like, well, could I do 3 layers? So then it was like maybe doing a mountain scene, and then putting some birds in, and then putting some stars in. Oh, we've gone into 4 layers of painting here, and now that's changed even more. So now I'm probably aiming at, probably with these new pieces, is probably 7, and especially with the finding home pieces, is probably about 12 layers of painting, where I'm just waiting for 40 hours, going into the next layer, going into the next layer. I'm making it more difficult for myself, but I'm trying to move the work on even further than it's ever gone before. With finding home, me and my wife both have relatives up in Scotland, and so we've been up there, and I think it was a bit of a moment where we were just like, you know what, it does feel a lot more like home here. And from the big city up to the middle of nowhere was yeah, a bit of a moment for us all as a family as well. So I think, not that we have found home, but it felt like that, and that's what I wanted to put into that piece. But also, and then in Particles of Light, it was just being awestruck by how beautiful our planet is, and how we can just look up at the night sky and feel how beautiful it is, and they're all just little particles of light, and it's so small, and it all makes up the bigger picture of where we are and what we're living in. They're both Scotland-based pieces, what we've influenced when we were up there, and near like where we went in the Isle of Skye was part of where both of these pictures have been developed from. Like, it was never the Milky Way was in that place at that time, but we've taken the pictures of the Milky Way and taken pictures of all these other things, and been able to get inspiration from all the parts of the Highlands we went, and just picking the best bits of where they were and bringing it all together. Am I doing a dad thing of just trying to show my kids around the world? I don't know, or show them parts that I've taken an interest in, and I want them to understand my work, but also they're part of it, and they want to live it as much as I do, and they're telling me which bits are wrong and which bits are right, and what I should be doing, and if there should be birds in it or not. But yeah, all these details are, you know, I'm trying to get them to see the world as much as I do, and take them on my journey, and they're now taking me on theirs, showing me what to paint next, I think. Camera can capture so much, it can catch everything, but I just wanted to try and paint it as good as a picture. Maybe make you feel like you're really there, and leave yourself and try and move into the painting, and when you're trying to work out maybe how I've painted it, you can travel off into it as well. You can think more about the painting than maybe you would a photograph. You give a photograph, that's just a photograph of there, I've been there. Whereas this is more of a bit more in depth maybe. These 2 paintings have gone in 2 different directions, and that's like bringing all the things I've learned together in 2 different ways. So we're talking about the Milky Way, literally gouging out colour, planting colour back in, and then adding loads of different stars in. But with the cloud of the Finding Home, I'm more blending a screen print of a 3D way of building up a cloud, which is something I always wanted to do, and now I'm developing that more and more. It's taken too long, but it is just something I've really wanted to get right, and that's that it doesn't look like it's been painted. I want it to look like a photograph, really.